This is Tales of Swordfall.
Episode 6 Silk and Madness. Tabby, you jumped out of a window?
Yeah, I'm assuming it was only like one story, so.
Yeah, it's probably not too far up. So, you land in the streets, and, the sun is rising, the shadows are long, it's kind of a chilly morning.
So I landed on all four paws and then brushed my paws off and huff. um, I am still hungry though. So I walk around to find a restaurant or a tavern I can eat in. Sniffing the air, trying to pinpoint what the best smelling food might be, but nothing is really appealing. It's still morning, but a sign does catch her eye. It says Pixie Swallow. So she enters that establishment.
Cool. And you go in there. It's still morning, so there's not a lot of people, but they are roasting just a giant chunk of meat, and it's sizzling and boiling over this fire pit that's like right in the middle of the room. It's on a rotisserie, and they are taking out fresh bread, and there's all the smells and sounds of food, and
Right.
you are
She okay, go ahead.
you're approached by you know just a waitress. She's happy, she's smiley. Welcome.
Welcome. You are at a 10. You need to be at a 5 this early in the morning. What is that meat slab that you're roasting?
She looks at it. It looks like she's moving in slow motion as she turns her head, and she just starts talking. Her voice is starting to get really grating and slow, and it just kind of sounds like.
Tabby starts tapping her claws against the table and starts to almost carve grooves into the table as she continues her talking.
Yeah,
Whatever, I don't care at this point. Just fetch me that and also brandy leche.
and she starts, cutting off a slice of meat, and you can hear the knife tearing through this giant meat chunk. It almost sounds like someone is taking nails to a chalkboard.
Oh, this buffoon. I can't believe how loud, how echoing the sounds are. What is wrong? This is the worst hangover ever, and I didn't even drink that much. Oh, why does everything hurt?
Uh, Someone approaches you,
Get
and
away from me.
they look very concerned, but their voice is just harsh, and it sounds like they're yelling at you. They look like they're trying to be super aggressive. They hold their hands out, and things start getting a little fuzzy. Give me a Constitution saving throw. Well, you don't black out yet. And,
Why are your hands in front of my face? You need to move your hands away from me, or I'm going to kill you.
and the person looks still very concerned. And another person gets up and starts approaching you. You can hear just their heavy footsteps coming closer and closer to you.
I've had enough of this. Table flip. And then I stomp out of the pixie swallow.
Okay, give me a just either athletics or just a straight up strength, and give me advantage. Yeah, you don't know what happens to the table, but it just feels super light to you. And just noise starts happening, and you go out. Everything's kind of blurred. It's almost like migraine vision. You know, everything's blurred and trailing. Colors are distorted. Smells are getting just worse and worse by the moment.
I cannot bear this any longer. How far is like the woods from here?
Um, they're they're pretty far.
Okay.
Um, but you could probably find some kind of
Here's what I'll do. I'll scale up one of the buildings and start to skimper on top of the roofs until I can find a nice overhang that's cast in shadows to kind of curl up and wrap my tail around and pull my hood up over my ears and hide.
yeah. That's pretty easy to find. Yeah, there's a large like billboard sign, lack of a better word, that's casting a long shadow. Since it is like nearing early winter, the shadows are just long, and it's a little bit colder on top of all these buildings. And yet, you can hear the street below. There's a horse. It sounds like someone's just smashing garbage pails together. Um, you know, if there's talking, it just sounds like they're shouting, and you can hear your name within that shouting every once in a while. Things aren't right.
Why don't they leave me alone? Why don't they just leave me alone? I just kind of put my hood up like tighter around my head, and I do what a cat does, and they kind of like bury their head underneath their paws and just make myself into a tighter, smaller ball.
And we're gonna leave Tabby on that rooftop and see what's happening with Greg Couture.
So Krakatur kind of storms out of Taz's apartment. His feelings are kind of hurt, feeling like people aren't enjoying his cooking as much as he thought they would. So on his mind, he is going to try and find the nearest tailor because he needs some new robes.
What are you doing?
I am going to get some new robes. I am scarred and I do not need everyone seeing these terrible wounds.
Which ones? The ones inside or the ones outside?
Don't don't worry, I have a plan for the inner wounds as well.
You should be proud. You took down a ship.
I did not take down a ship. I merely helped my friends take down some evil-doing pirates that had no business being ported in this city.
And you let some get away.
Aye, but they shall taste justice soon.
Maybe instead of robes, you should find pirates.
Not at this time. I must recover a bit and rejoin my friends once they have come to their senses about my cooking.
Your friends? Heh, they should be taught a lesson.
So at this point, he's just kind of like smacking his head a little bit to try and get Kazu to shut up, and he's just hoping he gets to the tailor soon and doesn't have to be listening to the rantings of a mad storm spirit.
So, Ray, um,
Yes.
yes, Tabby has just gone out a window. It looks like Krakatur just went out after, you know, Flea did his thing. how's Ray feeling about this whole situation right now?
You said Flea is still there?
Is Flea leaving?
I ran out.
Okay.
Yeah, I ran out.
Yeah, Flea's also ran out, so.
So I'm the only one left in here?
Stu's there, I believe.
Stu.
I am. I'm eating the rest of Flea's food.
Okay. After I've eaten my food, I'll go find Krakatour. Stick by him.
I will go. I should go with you. Probably we should not split up as we did last night. I would like to not be left alone in this empty apartment.
That's fair. Come on, Stu, let's go.
I look down at my plate longingly and okay. I set the plate down and I follow you.
I lock the door when I leave.
So Krakatour has probably not gone too far since, he is having a tough conversation with Krakatour, and Flea's not too far behind. And
I was actually gonna go to the docks if that's alright.
Oh, alright, so do you just kind of pass Krakatour and go out, or?
I mean, I try to sneak around him so I don't hurt his feelings more.
Give me a stealth check.
Alright.
Yeah, that's pretty good. You are quiet. Like, there's some old lady in the hall with a tray set up in her doorway who's, eating and watching, but she doesn't seem to notice you. But she does notice, Ray and Stu and probably Krakatour, and she's doing the old lady thing of, oh hey, there's drama going on. Let's see how this goes down. So yeah, Flea, you sneak out the building and probably sneak past Krakatour, who's hitting his head? Was that the exact phrasing?
Yeah, he's kind of smacking himself in the head. Like,
You're probably against.
I told you, stop.
Probably against the wall, looking totally the opposite side.
Yeah, he's not gonna notice.
Yeah.
Krakatour! Hey, come back!
Ray,
I
I did not realize you followed me out here.
Yes, are you okay?
I am okay. I am fine. He got one of those like poses where he's like, I'm okay, like I'm good, but not really, but I'm good.
All right. Well, what errand do you need to run today?
I am going to a tailor. I need to get some new robes because mine got ruined by the exploding ship.
I say, I could probably fix your robes, but I understand if you would just prefer new ones.
I was hoping to find someone who could make them in the way of my people's tradition.
Ah, yes, very good. I see. Will you have time later to make us more food?
I could, yes.
Very good. I look forward to it.
He kind of perks up a little bit and looks a little happier at that.
Stu sort of licks his lips, whatever lips he has, but it's not a pleasant sight.
Okay. Well, Ray's a native. Well, not native, but she's been in the city for a while. Give me a history check. Let's see if you can remember if there's any tailors about that does exotic clothing.
12.
Yeah, you can think of a few places.
I'm sorry, you cut out a bit.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, you could probably think of a few places to actually go to.
Yeah, I think there's actually a place that actually does Belkin gear too. So I was kind of, surprised that they do stuff from all over. You want me to take you there, Krakatour?
I lead the way.
All right, let's go.
And so,
And I take him.
oh, yeah. So we get this outward view, like kind of over the district. We see one group going north, Flea going south, and Tabby trying to hang on to her Sandy the best she can on top of the roof. So, Tabby, how long do you stay up on that roof?
Probably for a couple of hours, and eventually Tabby's like, I can no longer take this. Something is wrong with me, and I don't know why. Can I do like an insight check to see if I can figure out what the issue is?
Or you can do an Arcana or a Medicine.
My insight is better. But Arcana or Medicine. Okay, it
Yeah.
doesn't matter which one. Okay. Nope.
No, you know you have a possibility of being cursed because of the necklace. But of course that necklace is like totally baller and would never curse you.
Of course not. This necklace is amazing. It's not the necklace. I just don't know. People just getting on my nerves today. I don't understand this.
And there's a whisper. No, it's never the necklace.
Who said that?
Not the necklace.
But not the necklace. Oh, it's too much for my brain to handle. I cannot stand this any longer. Stop it.
You know what would make things better?
What is that? Not the necklace.
Drawing someone's blood. That would make it all go away.
Drawing blood? I'm not an artist.
No. Knife to skin. Make them bleed.
But why would it? It does not make any sense. I don't understand.
Make them bleed. Make them bleed.
Make bleed?
Make them bleed.
I don't understand what you're talking about. Not necklace.
Not necklace just wants to see the blood. And then it will stop.
Fine. I show you blood. I grab a dagger out and just cut the back of my hand. There's blood. Are you happy?
How about somebody else's?
You only specified that you needed blood. I gave you blood. There it is. Now leave me alone.
More blood then? More your own blood? This is a fun game.
It's a game to you.
And
What is even going on with me? I don't even understand any of this. This is crazy. This is nonsense.
you're the crazy one.
Yeah, maybe I am crazy. I don't. This is not working.
You just cut yourself. Of course you're crazy.
Perhaps I don't. Why? What is going on? I don't understand any of this. Not the necklace is talking in my head.
And you notice the world is shifting around you, almost as if you're moving, but you don't feel like you are moving.
And now I'm off balance. What kind of tabaxi am I if I don't have my balance? Why is everything moving? Things are loud, things are bright, things are moving. This is not good.
Not necklace will move your legs for you. Let's have fun.
Not necklace needs to be quiet and let me sleep on this area right here. I took a nap. I need to sleep this off.
Yes. Sleep. That's good. That will make everything easier.
Yes, I agree. Sleep would be good.
Give me a Constitution saving throw again. You have this urge to sleep, but somehow you're not. Well, you can decide to sleep if you want. It won't be a magical sleep.
Okay, yeah, she's gonna sleep. Actually, she's gonna try to sleep, but the wavering kind of makes her fall off the rooftop. How about that?
Okay, cool. We'll get to the consequences of that in a few moments. Flea! You were going back down to the docks?
Yeah, I'm Flea's kind of feeling a little guilty about, almost getting everybody killed, that whole ugly thing. So he's gonna go down to the docks and he's gonna try to hunt some birds with his bow
Alright,
off the docks.
cool. So you're gonna, like, just shoot down some seabirds?
Yeah, like as many as I can within maybe an hour or two.
Alright.
Stay tuned for the next part of this episode.
Please consider listening to these podcasts.
Hello everyone, and welcome to a special episode of Where the Wild Things Roll. My name is John, and I will be your host and DM for this 5th edition actual play Dungeons & Dragons podcast set in the world of Ravarna. This podcast might be a tad different from others you've listened to. The two players will be my 12-year-old son Kinnick and my 10-year-old daughter Kaylee, as they learn to play D&D through their very first campaign. We will pick up with our adventurers as they finish their time at Paduke's Adventurers Guild, as they take their practical exams in dungeoneering, magical beasts, weapons and armor, puzzle solving, diplomacy, history of the world, and magical cause and effect before they are set out into the world. Can our two adventurers pass their classes and become full-fledged members of the Adventurers Guild? You'll have to tune in and find out next time on Where the Wild Things Roll.
Please remember to like, share, comment, and subscribe.